Hello and welcome to a midweek edition of the VR Untethered podcast, your weekly source of, frankly, a whole bunch of stuff. So, um, as I mentioned in our most recent podcast, we wanted to start doing some midweek content, updates, highlights, etc. Well, we decided to start this week. So, with everybody having a lot of free time on their hand, it made sense. So, one thing that has come out of all this is more of us are being able to attend, as it were, the big events in a way that we wouldn't have been able to before. Previous GDCs, previous Oculus Connect, F8s, etc., I've had to rely on periodically catching a brief little bit of a live streamed keynote, or catching a reporter's highlight video which may or may not have covered what I wanted it to cover, and so with everybody in lockdown and quarantine and all that stuff, and everybody going virtual or online, even if not really virtual, with their conferences, I'm getting more of the conference than I normally would. I mean, I would get all the news, obviously, but all the important and major news, but this is a little bit different experience. It feels like I'm actually part of it, at least a little bit more than I usually am. So, that said, Oculus has their GDC blog going, and Monday and Tuesday were a little wishy-washy, iffy, an awkward fake conversation between two people talking at each other instead of the camera, doing the whole, did you know? No, I did not know that. But did you know? Well, so, yeah, that was a little bit awkward. I've never really been a big fan of that style. I kind of prefer just talking directly to me through the camera, but everyone's mileage varies, to each their own and all that. And then Tuesday was just one announcement, one game highlight. Wasn't even a new game, I don't think. On Wednesday, however, the day I'm actually recording this video, I'm gonna upload it tomorrow on Thursday. But on Wednesday, there was actually quite a lot of information packed into the blog post, and the video was talking directly to the camera, to me, to you, which was a better format, I think. So they had game highlights of existing games, but with new stuff coming, and some brief developer interviews. So the first one they highlighted, as always, it seems, was Beat Saber. It's not the first one in the list on the blog here, but it was the first one mentioned in the video, and they are bringing Timberland to it. Like 5 songs, I think, and I think I believe it's coming on the 26th. The next one was the Pistol Whip. Full throttle update. A new song, 2 new modifiers. They mentioned leaderboard as a new thing, but they've already had a leaderboard, so I'm not quite sure why that's new. Maybe they've tweaked how it updates or something. I don't know. But leaderboard, new song, 2 new modifiers. Modifiers are scavenger, which means after you empty your pistol, you cannot reload unless you do a pistol whip. And the other one is One and Done is the name of it, I believe. And it makes all the enemies a one-hit enemy. So if you're doing hard and you're having trouble getting past the 4-hit full body armor guys, activate that mod and strip them of their armor, and they're just regular one-hit enemy. Neither of these modifiers affect your score in any way currently. They're just for fun. I read in Cloudhead, the Discord, that they are working on revamping the effect that the modifiers have on the scores. And so right now things are not balanced how they want them to be, and so they are having these there just as a extra fun way of playing it. They mentioned they are going to monitor the scoreboard, see if they need to implement score adjustments for them. So we'll see. That means that there is another update coming down the pipeline that's going to be a balanced update on modifiers. So that's probably needed. After that, a new game, B Team. That's kind of like a slapstick comedy version of the A-Team, I guess. It looks like it's zany, crazy fun. It's an on-rails shooter, or it was on the go. I didn't see anything indicating that it's not still an on-rails shooter. I would prefer that it not be an on-rails, but it should still be fun. It looks like it's got some cool voice acting and humor evident in the trailers. It's on the go already. It'll be on the Quest on March 26th. And the Room VR, of course, is still coming March 26th. So that's one I am really looking forward to. It should be a lot of fun. I like spooky, creepy games of this sort. I loved Dead Secret. It's a Dead Secret Circle. This is obviously more of a puzzler or hidden object or type of game rather than a straight up mystery thing like Dead Secret was. But this is a title that has done amazingly well on mobile, and it should do amazingly well in VR too. And of course, we had some new Lies Beneath gameplay and a brief interview with the dev. There's some truly creepy looking things in there, even if it is kind of sanitized with the kind of comic book art style. There's still some creepyish looking things. And one of the biggest bits of news, Echo VR is finally making noticeable and visible signs that it is actually on its way, that it actually deserves to be in the coming soon and not coming indefinitely section. On March 26th, they are hosting a closed alpha. You can go to the Oculus blog, right there. Hit the URL, or just go to oculus.com, look for the blog there, and they have a link for you to click to register for your chance to be in the beta. I would recommend going and doing it, because the more people they've got to pick from, the better. And the more people get in and can give them feedback, the better. I'm looking forward to this. We still don't have an actual date on when it's actually coming, but this is definitely signs of progress that it's actually on its way. Last but not least, Phantom Covert Ops is still coming, and they announced that it is being released on June 25th. So, June 25th, Phantom Covert Ops is coming. That's another highly anticipated game. It's one I've been looking forward to. So another couple months out, and we will be able to play it. It looks awesome as well, and I can't wait to try it out. Now, in our weekend blog, our podcast, we said, as far as we know, there are no titles coming out this week. Well, Wednesday, or today, how to work, it's still today for me, we found out that there is indeed a new title coming out on Thursday. It is called Color Space. And it is from Lighthouse Inc. So let's play that a little bit here. So, it is, as it says, a coloring book in VR. That's not actually my cup of tea personally. I wouldn't spend a lot of time in it. It is cool. I like coloring books in reality, and I do some of that on the side. But that said, even though it's not really my cup of tea for a long term coming back to over and over again, because really coloring books in reality I don't do a lot of. I prefer to make my own art rather than coloring other people's. I showed the trailer to my wife, and she said, basically, "You're getting that, right?" So I think she wants it. And I heard somewhere that it's going to be $10. If so, I will be getting it. I'll be trying it out. Maybe I'll have my wife try it out, and I'll let you know what she thinks. So, and it looks like it might be a very timely app, because coloring books are commonly used for relaxation and calming and meditation, all of which are things that are needed right now with the current situation. There was a lot of people stressing out about you know what, and this should help with some of that. If you have a VR device and you want to just chill and relax, this is probably a really good way of doing that. Two more things. Well, one, I played, one thing and then the two more things. I played a little bit of the new Piss Whip scene earlier today, and I live streamed it to a new Facebook group that we started in our Discord. Mikael started it. It's called MVR Livestream. It's where some of us are live streaming to that group, and it's only for live streaming. So, anyways, no further ado. Here is that. So, this is just before what I think is the highlight of the map. Right here. Yep. So, that was probably when I encountered that flying guy the first time. I had to take a second and just laugh. So, what possessed them to make a swimming, flying enemy above you? I don't know, but hey, that was a nice touch, and it made me laugh. So, I like the new scene. That was recorded on normal. I tried hard, and I kept getting stuck at that left, right dodging area right before that stretch with the flying guy. Because there are more columns, and it seems like the columns are like that close together. So you gotta just as quickly as you can go whiplash. So I'll figure it out and I'll get past it, but yeah. So the last couple things. The Engage VR HTC VR conference starts, I believe, tomorrow. They've been sending out emails reminding people, make sure you have an Engage account, make sure you are registered for the event. We'll be sending you more info on the day of how to log in, the room code, whatever, all that stuff. So I am sort of looking forward to that. If you're registered for it too, cool. Maybe we will just see each other there. Never know. And the IEEE VR event went digital, online only, and they are now sold out for the online attendees. Well, sold out with air quotes because it's free, but they have, I believe, according to their Twitter, they've got over 1,500, over 15,000, I forget which it is, people registered for it. So and they may open registration again if there's enough no-shows showing up there. I'm pulling up the Twitter account of them right now. So it looks like there was a date change as well. It was Sunday, March 22nd. Now it's going to be Friday, March 20th. So that's just a couple days from now is when it'll start. And they are sold out. This isn't showing you their actual page though. Here we go. I followed them earlier, but it's not. Anyway, so I forget the exact number of the people registered for it, but it's a lot. And they said, depending on how many people actually log in on the day, they may reopen registration on that day. So if like me, you wanted to attend and you missed the registration and you got the it's too late message, it's not necessarily too late. Keep your eye out on the day of, and you might get an opportunity to register and get in. So that's about all that I have for this midweek update. So thank you for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed some of the update. Hope you enjoyed seeing my Spitz Whip gameplay. I am working on the Live Quest integration. I need to find a place to put my green screen. It's tough because the biggest area that I've got for VR is out in my living room. I have my wife and my kid out there with me because of everything going on right now, so it's difficult to try to have my green screen up. But if I can get that going, I'm gonna try to get that going and stream that either to Facebook, or record to put it on YouTube, or and I'm on the trail of getting my problem with the virtual desktop fixed. So if I get that fixed, I can actually live stream some of my PC VR stuff on YouTube or on Twitch, or both at the same time, things to restream. So signing out. Have a great week. Let me know if you get Color Space tomorrow, if you are planning to, or tomorrow, so today, because I'm going to upload it on Thursday. Let me know if you decide to get it or not. So, bye.